you're practicing, and while you're practicing, what's happening is this may sound like, I don't know, corny or whatever, but it's like you're centering yourself.
Okay.
It's almost like meditation.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's like you're centering yourself. Nothing matters. Whatever argument you had with your girl, whatever you're dealing with at the job, mom, dad, brother, sister, drama. It's like the music just centers you, and you're moving. You're connecting with your creativity. So it's like that's why you could practice for an hour, 2 hours, and not realize how much time has passed, because that whole time you've been centering yourself, man. And like being creative on turntables, especially, I feel like when you're juggling, I feel like when you're scratching, it's easier to get distracted.
Okay.
But when both hands are moving, you really don't have time to think. You're just going, and as a result, you just kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like you're just releasing all that stress.
Like you forget everything.
You forget everything else, and you're just being creative, and you're tapping into creative energy that's around you every day, all day long, that you don't even realize is around you. And then you get on the turntables and you're like, wow, where did that come from? And it's just, creative energy that's just circling you, man. So I'm going to loop the beginning part. And then I think I'm going to go to the second snare. And I'm going to start adding the fills from here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add 2 fills on each side. So it's going to be 2, 2, 2, 2 until the drum roll ends, and then the beat actually starts.
Okay.
All right. Try that again.
Yeah, I think when you first showed me the rudiments, that's when you were like, "This is what it's gonna lead up to."
Right. Okay, let me just try it again.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right. You have no time to think. Right now, I don't really necessarily care whether or not you could go back to the top of the drum roll. As you can see, I'm hitting the cue points to reset. That's what we're going to do until you could land the rudiments, the fills, I should say, on both sides clean. Then we'll figure out how to get back to the top without hitting the cues.
Okay.
That last pass, I went to the first snare. There are times where I go to the second snare. Let's start from the first snare when we actually get into the rudiments.
Okay.
First snare starts here. So here's your kick. So the tape mark is pointing to the needle.
Yep.
All right? Notice that I buy time.
It's by scratching on that side, yeah.
By scratching on this side to get myself back here.
Okay.
After the backspin. So add the scratch to buy yourself time to get to 1 o'clock on the piece of tape on the left side. Alright? See if you can do that.
Yeah, let's see.
That's going to help you with control. Let's work on this. Your issue is the way you're delivering the fills is uneven. It's like you give me an even set of fills on the left, and when you go to the right, they start to get a little messy or uneven, and then by the time you go back to the left, you've completely lost your speed. Your speed has to be even, balanced, equal, both sides.
Okay.
All right? That's why mine, when I do them, they sound so clean. It's because I'm not fluctuating in speed. And my hands are doing the same exact thing every time I go to do the fill. try to give me just the same amount of fills, the same speed, the same velocity. Try not to change up much with it. You're gonna see that your hand goes in the air for like a split second and then it goes to the fader.
Okay.
That split second, your hand's in the air is hurting you. Your hand has to go immediately to the fader. Just kind of doing like this, like
it's like a stutter.
It's just like up and down. It needs to go straight line to the fader from the record.
Okay.
Let's watch. Watch. Watch right here. Up.
Okay.
See how I went up?
Yeah.
Let's watch again. Watch. This is good. Now it's going to go up. See? Try to correct that.
Okay.
You're almost there. Yeah. Let's try it again.
Getting there.
Yeah,
Almost,
you felt that
almost,
one, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Good shit. Let's go. Keep doing. Yeah, keep going. Yes! Good shit. You got it, dude. Now let's speed it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's speed it up now.